Today we're going to make one of my favorite desserts. So the first thing that you do is just go to the store and get your ingredients. For this we use yellow cake mix just from the box, and then 2 eggs, and a melted stick of butter, which I've already melted over here, and then a teaspoon of vanilla, and some semi-sweet chocolate chips. So what you're going to do to start is get the cake mix. Hopefully I don't spill everywhere. There we go. Just pour that into a bowl. One of my favorite desserts. My Bible study leader back at school makes this all the time, so I love having this made when friends come over. It's really easy and it's delicious and it always goes really fast. So it's one of my favorites. So just have your yellow cake mix in here, and then you're going to add 2 eggs. Like that. I'm going to put the trash over here. I'll add the second one. Okay. And then, after that, I'm going to wipe my fingers off. After you add the eggs, you pour in the melted butter. The other great thing about this recipe that I really like is that you don't have to use a mixer. You just get a spoon and just mix in the ingredients, which is great. It's a lot easier to clean up too. So as you're mixing that in, and before you get this started, you preheat the oven to 350 so that can be warming up while you're going. Okay, now move this over. You add just 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which isn't open yet, but it will be soon. There we go. So now we're just going to pour this in. Just dump it right in there. And then mix that in also. And you're going to try to mix and kind of fold this in until there's no dry ingredients. And it's just very moist. It's really easy. I'm just using a wooden spoon to do it. Like I said before, you don't need a mixer. I wouldn't recommend using a whisk because it kind of tends to get stuck. It's a little bit thicker. So now that all those ingredients are mixed in, you can add the chocolate chips. So the recipe calls for an entire bag, but it's kind of a lot, so I just kind of add it in and mix it in and just kind of add as I go. Add those in. And just kind of fold the chocolate chips in there, get it all mixed up. I like a lot of chocolate, so I use most of the bag. And just kind of mix them as you go. It makes it a little easier to get them more mixed in throughout the mix. It smells so good. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Looks like this when you finish. Tastes delicious. I'll let you try some. And then you just put it in a greased pan. I'm just using one of the disposable tins because I can throw it away when I'm done. Doesn't really matter what size. The size changes how long you cook it. So, then you just grease that and then just scrape the mix right in there. And the mix is a little thick, like I said before, so I kind of have to work a little bit to get it spread all throughout the pan. But as it's cake mix, it grows, so it doesn't really matter if it doesn't cover the whole thing. There we go. Alright. Now I just take my spoon and I kind of pat it out to help it spread. Again, it doesn't matter if it covers the whole thing or if it looks perfect. It'll spread and expand in the oven. And it will stick to my spoon a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. And now, in a matter of time, I have one that I've already finished. So this is what it looks like when it's done. I baked this one for just 15 minutes, so it doesn't take long at all. And then what makes it really, really good is you put cream cheese icing on top. Now there's all different kinds of recipes you can look up on the internet or one of Mom's old cookbooks, but I just cheated and went to the store and bought this. So, I'm just gonna add some of this on top. What makes icing easier to spread too is if you put it in the microwave just for like 15 seconds. It's nice and soft and helps it spread. Now I'm just gonna stick this on there so it won't be difficult. So now you can just spread that over the top. Being as generous as you want, so obviously I'm going to put a lot on there because it's a lot yummier with a lot of icing. I'm just using a knife to do this. You can use the back of a spoon, that's what my mom always does, or any fancy icing thing you'd like. And then, once you have it all covered in icing, it is ready to serve and ready to eat. Just a little bit more on there. And ready to go.